but first, he's actually pretty fast at text. I know I'm about to probably pass out here, but I love that it's like, let's not focus on his hands touching our face. First, let's pay attention to how fast he can text. Eh? Huh? What? Oh, you're not passing out. Huh? Just now. Heroin? I definitely saw it. Saw what? Something that passed behind Red. Did I blink and miss something? Oh no. Something just passed by you right now. It's too dark, so I couldn't see properly, but... Huh? Red looked startled and came by my side. Oh. Come to think of it, Soy said something this morning. So are all the kids in the school seeing First Doll now? There was a ghost here yesterday. Is it that? Red's face hardened at my words. I thought it was just a rumor. Maybe it was true. Red heard me mumbling and froze at the spot. Red? Are you okay? Yeah, of course I'm fine. He didn't look fine the way he was shaking. Are you scared of ghosts? At that moment, we heard something slap on one side. Ah! Huh? Red grabbed my hand and screamed. Red? Are you afraid of ghosts? Garlic and silver cross and red beans. God of action heroes, please protect Red. Oh, baby Red. Oh. At the same time Red started mumbling, we heard someone's footsteps at the door. I think someone's slowly coming this way. Who is it? Don't come, don't come, don't come! I don't know how to handle things I can't touch. The more the footsteps came closer, Red held onto my hands tighter. Red, my hand hurts. Ah! Ah! I was like, please don't let it be Lance, because Red will never live it down. Lance! It was Lance who came in the door.
Here you were.
You...
We've been looking for you for a long time. But what were you two doing holding hands like that? This is disappointing. Isn't it common sense to contact us right away when you found her?
I was texting everyone. I just lost track because a ghost just passed by us.
A ghost.
Lance let out a sigh.
Anyways, I am glad you were safe.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Lance looked at me and said in a flat voice. He did talk indifferently, but I think his hair is drenched in sweat. Your sweat gives you away, dear sir. Lance glimpsed at me and took out his phone to contact everyone.
But first, what were you doing here?
Lance's eyes flashed scarily, asking me for an honest answer. More like demanding. He's always so exact. I felt troubled, not being able to lie, but too flustered to explain everything. Oh, sorry for worrying you guys. I'll tell you everything later. Lance flinched his eyebrows but nodded when I told him I'd explain everything later. And you better do it, Cutie. And then he turned his attention towards Red and started pointing out everything he did wrong. Aw, but he did save me, Lance. Do go a little easily on him, please.
Red, you should have contacted everyone if you found her. What were you thinking?
I told you I was about to. Before the ghost came, I mean.
A ghost. Nonsense.
She saw it too. Lance looked at me. Yeah, I did see something. It just swooshed by him.
Oh, you mean that moving thing?
You know something?
Yes, because I saw it.
What? He saw a ghost! Red grew more pale as Lance said indifferently. A pale redhead. He looks like a strawberry Oh god, what am I thinking? What are you thinking?
I was about to chase it anyways. I met you both on the way.
You're really that indifferent about seeing a ghost? You were about to chase a ghost? You? Oh, this is terrible. Red, the Justice Warrior, is scared of ghosts, and Lance is like,
so what? Big deal.
so you were looking for the ghost and not me? I am offended right now.
I was looking for both, and we are not yet sure if it really is a ghost, so I think it is too early to call it that. If you saw it, tell me the direction it went.
You did come to find me, right? Hello, I'm the important one here.
That is already taken care of. Hurry and tell me where it went. I will find out what it is and enlighten the ignorant ones who jabbered about witnessing a ghost.
You traitor! Look at Lance's face.
You are so noisy.
Besides, find out what it is. You can't do that. You don't know what's going to happen if you mess with a ghost.
How can you defend justice if a mere ghost scares you?
Red fumed at what Lance said. Oh, I knew this is where it was gonna go. Lance. And then he clenched his fists. Yeah, right. Who said I'm afraid of ghosts? Red's trying really hard right now. Poor Red.
Anyways, we'll lose it if we stall any longer. Which way did it go?
Lance seemed annoyed at Red's response and asked me. It did go that way. Lance started to march towards the direction I pointed at. Red just stood still and watched Lance as he walked away. Red? You okay? Heroin. Yeah? Red raised his head, and his eyes were burning. We should go too. I'll get rid of that ghost before that jerk does. Get rid of the ghost? Let's go! Red took my hand again and started running towards Lance. Red! Take me home! Lance turned around at the sound and let out a sigh.
Oh,
it's so dark.
I think I heard something around here.
Yeah, I think I heard it too. Aw, Red's face. I didn't hear anything. At that moment, we heard something being dragged. The sound came from... no way.
I am sure it's that way.
Oh, this can't be good. Don't open it! Don't open it! Don't open that door! Lance ignored Red and opened the door. The door opened and... Ah! Oh. Mr. Eugen? You're the ghost?
What's going on?
We were right. That creepy sound was coming from the infirmary.
So this was the ghost.
Mr. Eugen, you're still here? I pointed at the fundamental problem. Did we interrupt you two in the middle of something?
I stay at school on a full moon, since the moonlight is bright. There is no other day more perfect for Christopher and Beatrice to take a stroll.
Then the ghost is...
the equipment walking around.
What? You sure? Then it's not a ghost?
Didn't you just hear?
Mr. Eugen, do you know the weird rumor among the students these days?
A rumor? I neither want to nor feel the need to know.
I figured that would be your answer. There are students shivering in fear because of your stroll. Why would he care?
I will put this down and report it to the committee. I cannot let a foolish rumor of a ghost roaming around our school get around. Oh, Beatrice, these people are annoying you. I'll chase them out and devote myself to you again.
Mr. Eugen's glasses flashed. Let's go back now. Since the mystery's solved, there's no reason to stay here longer. We left the infirmary feeling let down. I'm really working on my triple dots. We had dinner much later than usual. Please tell me you told him everything, and that you'll finally get those girls nabbed, because this is ridiculous. I thought I'd spent the night locked up in the warehouse. Thank God. Seeing the bright table, I suddenly felt emotional. I explained everything to all the boys at the table. Yay! Cutie did something good. I'm so proud. I couldn't hide the fact that a couple jealous girls locked me up in the warehouse. No, everyone saw it anyway, so there was no way I could hide it. Why would you? But I didn't bring up the fact that those girls harassed me before. Okay, I take it back. I'm not so proud of you anymore. Since everyone seemed shocked enough from what happened today. Yano especially couldn't close his mouth and shivered. So, those people locked you up, Master? Yeah, one of the girls likes Red. Red widened his eyes. They know that I go to school with Red, and they know that I joined the drama club. They even knew that I went to the amusement park with him. Everyone frowned in their own ways after hearing what I said. So I think Red should be wary of that girl who gives the chocolate biscuits. What? She did it? Red's face turned deadly pale. And Tay, who seemed to know the girl too, hardened his face. Uh-oh. That girl better run for the hills.
I don't think we can let this go. Although they are young girls, I can't forgive anyone who puts my honey in danger.
Yay! I want all you boys. Go out there. Teach them a lesson. I was thinking of telling the teacher tomorrow anyways. Yuri, who was quietly fuming, nodded at what I said. Red, they might do something to you too for not liking them back. So be careful, okay? Red put down his spoon and closed his mouth. I'll be excused first.
Red?
Red stood up and quietly walked into Grandpa's room. Everyone watching was lost for words for a moment. It was Lance's cold voice that broke the silence.
To put it simply, it is the Justice Warrior's fault that you got trapped in the warehouse.
It's not his fault, it's those psycho girls. It's not his fault that he's cute and sweet and everything. I gotta go talk to that guy. But thank you, Lance, for enlightening me as to why he left all abrupt-like. What? That's not what I meant.
But the circumstances claim that. Facts cannot be refuted.
Lance was resolute. Come to think of it, I think Red thought the same. I felt my heart sink. I don't want Red to feel guilty when he always cares for me. What should I do? As much as I'm loving all the guys being worried for me and so forth, we really need to go and assure him that it was not his fault. Poor sweet baby Red. I ended up getting up from the table too. I can't just leave Red alone. As I stood up, no one seemed surprised. But Lance let out a sigh. This is quite upsetting. 2 people refused the dinner I cooked. Sorry, Tay. I'll make sure to eat later with Red. I'll have some leftovers. It'll be nice. All right, then. Tay gave a kind smile. I headed towards Red's room. I knocked, but didn't hear an answer. I didn't wait for an answer and opened the door. Man, I haven't been here in a while. Like, I mean in present time. Red? The lights weren't on in Grandpa's room. Heroin. Oh, Red. I carefully walked towards him. I don't know what to say first. Red must be feeling complicated too. What should I say first? First, thank you so much for saving me today. If it weren't for you, I would still be in that warehouse right now. But Red still didn't say anything. I changed the subject. Aren't you hungry? Let's go out and eat first, Red kept his silence again. I sat by him and closed my mouth, too. After some time passed in silence like that, Red opened his mouth with his head still dropped. Heroine. Yeah? I didn't save you. I put you in danger. If I'd known she was like that... Red dropped his head lower. Now I couldn't see his face at all, so I got more worried. Red, that wasn't your fault. Red mumbled in a small voice. I wasn't even able to find you quickly when you were locked in. If I was really born as a warrior of justice, I would have known right away. I'm sorry you were trapped in there for so long. I'm sorry for making you scared. But even then, I got scared at just a ghost and leaned on you. Red's voice was overcome with shame. Oh, Red. You're only human. I mean, you were a doll, but you are human now. Do I even deserve to protect you, the heroine, when I can't even find my hidden powers? Red. Stop. Stop saying those things now. Again. He's blaming his hidden powers again and relying completely on it. Amongst the confusion, those words lit the fuse. I ended up honestly telling him what's been on my mind. Hidden powers. Stop talking about that. That's not what's important to me. What? Red stiffened, and he looked at me with surprised eyes. I decided to tell him everything I've been wanting to tell him. Even if you don't have special hidden powers, you saved me. And that's not because of some special power. It's because you looked for me without giving up. So, you don't need that. Red's surprised face filled my sight. I stared into his eyes, and I said while emphasizing each and every word. They were my honest, heartfelt thoughts. You are great as you are right now. Even if you don't have hidden powers and don't find any special powers, if you never give up like now and keep smiling, that would be enough. Red has a sense of brightness about him. That makes everyone around him happy and smile. He doesn't have to obsess on special powers. He's already complete. But Red looked confused after hearing what I said. But then why was I born? What? His shaking eyes couldn't find solace and rippled like embers. I must have been born to protect the heroine. That's what the doll maker told me when he made me. He said I'm special. But if I'm nothing more than an ordinary doll, I feel like I'll lose my place. I feel like I'll disappear, Red said, looking distressed. I'm unique in this world. If I become ordinary, then why do I exist? Why did the doll maker make only one ordinary doll? No one would like me. Since I'm alone in this world, I'm the only one who can understand me. Red's shoulders convulsed. I wanted to embrace him, but I couldn't readily touch him when he's so volatile. Red laughed bitterly from seeing me hesitate. To be honest, I knew. I called Yano Yellow and Tay the commander. But I knew. I knew that everything was just a game. That they both knew that and were just playing along. They both don't believe in the power of justice. They were just playing along for me. I was the only one who kept shouting for justice. The whole thing was just my creation. But I wanted to make a reason to live. This loneliness I feel, I wanted to think that I felt it because I'm special. Red. I suddenly remembered the conversation I had with Tay. He asked me if I really think the smiling Red is how he truly is. I think Tay knew Red's real self. Red's smile was just a mask that hid how anxious he really felt. He shouted for justice, but he knew that he was the only one who thought that way. But I put you in danger. I don't know anymore if I'm really someone special. If I was born to defend justice. Red said sadly. My heart ached to see him so sad. I don't want to see Red feel nervous anymore. I want to share the brightness Red always gifted me with. Red, you remember how you helped the little girl at the amusement park, right? Red silently nodded. Then do you remember what she said? He hesitated a bit at my question and answered in a small voice. You mean how she called me a warrior of justice? Yeah, that's it. But think about it. The reason you were able to help her wasn't because of the special powers you searched so much for. Red's eyes widened at what I said. Is he understanding what I'm saying right now? The person who saved that little girl wasn't a warrior of justice with special powers. It was the ordinary you who was having fun with me at the amusement park. To save someone's life or to make someone happy is a great thing to do. I patted his shoulders. Every day you always keep your spirits up and try hard to defend justice, don't you? And you make everyone around you happy. The members of the drama club, his classmates, and our family. Everyone keeps their energy up thanks to Red. I think that's enough. And you came to save me today. You were much cooler than any justice warrior. He would have had an easier time finding me if he had some cool gadget or magical powers. But Red found me without those skills and powers and with pure sincerity and effort. Red's eyes were tearing up. Did he feel my sincerity? Heroine. Thank you. Red smiled sadly. It's strange. When I hear you talk, I calm down. Is it because you're my owner? Red said while blushing. I felt a bit embarrassed, but stayed still. I feel much better now. Thanks, Heroine. I'm sorry I couldn't find you sooner and made you stay in that scary place for a long time. Red apologized again for the last time. I felt moved by his warm heart and nodded. Yeah, Red's so great without any special powers. I caught eyes with him in the darkness. His eyes beamed light. I felt as if that light flowed into my heart and made my heart pound. My heart's pounding. Oh no! Oh, it was such a sweet moment and I was all warm in my heart and now we're back in this dark, depressing place. Oh, here we go.
I think I rested for too long. I didn't play around. And look, she's happy again.
Why don't you hold back a little longer? She hasn't collected all the pieces yet.
It's the last piece anyways. I don't want things to work out well with for her and that warrior of justice. I think she's already taken that Red's heart.
I see. If you wait a little longer, I think she would be able to collect the last piece.
Ugh. So boring. It's the last piece. If she collects this piece as easily as she did with the last ones, it becomes too easy to see me. I want them to suffer more, regardless of who it is.
So what is it that you want to do?
I'm going to play around with the diary. Either she comes to see me, or everything just snaps and gets destroyed. I can't wait anymore. I've seen the merry-go-round so many times already. Give me the diary.
You are free to do what you wish, so I will not stop you. But if the pranks go too far, it can change everything, so be careful.
If I tear it, like this, now what will happen?
No. No, no, no. Oh. Things were going so well, and you just had to go and get bored. And now we're gonna have big troubles. You were so close to seeing her. I thought that's what you wanted, you Dumbo.